This is Pastor Bill Motley, president of ICCF. Release the people. Release the people. Pastors, this is going to turn everything around for your church. Let's talk about it. You know, release the people. Release the people. I go to pastors all the time to talk to them, to help them to get with their leadership team. And pastors are frustrated and they'll tell you, we're not growing and I don't understand it. And one thing I hear from almost I would say 90% of pastors, well, we can't get anyone to do anything. But when I begin to dig into the culture of that organization, they're holding the people captive. Come on, we're holding people captive. Their gifts inside of these people, they need to be released. You know, Jesus was a master at empowering people. He spent 3.5 years with his disciples and then said, I'm going home. I'm going to heaven. You guys got it. You can handle this. I'm going to send the Holy Spirit. And he turned the whole church over to his disciples. Jesus didn't have followers. He had disciples. Most churches I see are raising up followers. You know what followers are? They sit in church every week and listen to the pastor preach. They don't do anything. But disciples are doing something. They're people in your church. And pastor, you just need to release them. You just need to let them minister. And you're not the only one. You know, in Exodus 18, God told Moses through Jethro, his father-in-law, and Jethro means excellence. And he said, Moses, you're doing it alone. You got to raise up people. And he said, you handle only the major issues. Come on, the life and death issues, but let the leaders, let the people handle everything else. And that's 95% of the issues. You stay on your face before God. You lead. Pastor, you've got to lead that organization. You can't lead your church doing everything. No, there are people that in your church, they have gifts. God has sent you people, but you got to release them. You got to allow them. You got to be secure enough. And sometimes it's just insecurity. Come on, I know that. I've been in this 32 years. I know pastors have been hurt. I know things have happened. But listen, you've got to step into your position. You know, we preach about the miracle in the Gospels where Jesus fed the 20,000. But Jesus didn't feed the 20,000. The disciples gave out the bread and the fish. Jesus blessed it. He will bless your ministry, and then you give out to the people and have them minister. You know, I've been to churches and I met with a pastor and said, you know, we can't get anybody to do anything. And he said, I'm having to do this and that. But then again, I'll begin to look into it. I've seen where people are begging to do things. They're begging to step into position and to help the ministry grow. So, Pastor, I'll guarantee this will change everything in your church when you begin to release people and you begin to realize everybody in your church has the call of God on their life. Find out the gift they have and then empower. So Jesus, 3.5 years, Jesus spent with those disciples and then turned everything over. Do you know I'm seeing across the nation where people sit in church, they have to be in the church 3.5 years before they can be an usher. Come on, they got to go through 59 classes to learn how to... No. We need to get back to the book of Acts and let the people minister. And pastor, it's going to take the load off of you. Your church is going to begin to grow. You're going to see supernatural increase as you release the people. ICCF is here to help you. We're all up and down the East Coast. We're headed out west. We're doing some things overseas, even in Africa, and we'll be in Jamaica. We're excited. We'll come to your church. Contact us at iccf.us. Let me know. I'll be glad to come to your church. We'll send a team in. It's not going to cost you anything. We're here to help you grow. We love you so much. I'll see you next time. Remember, victory belongs to you today.